Hello Halloween enthusiasts, and welcome to another installment of Creepy Cheapies, where we try to recommend some of the best quality, affordably priced Halloween masks for all your haunting needs. Now this week's mask is in a box, and as you can see it is an opaque box which has been taped on the top so we can't see what's in there. It could be any kind of mask. It could be, for example, a mask of Frankenstein. Could be a mask of Dracula. Could be a wolfman, or a mummy, or a zombie, or a hunchback, or a pirate, or a ghost, or an old lady, or a skull, or a wizard, or a witch, or a Martian, or a clown, or a devil, or a random purple thing with 3 noses and its eyes on its tongue. It could be any of those things because we are outside the reality that exists within the walls of the box. We can't see or detect or reason out what's in there because we can't observe the box. You see, right now with the box closed and taped up, the interior of it is unobserved and unknowable. But that means that all those possibilities that I just mentioned are equally valid. All those possibilities are equally good. All those possibilities exist. It could be any one of those things. We can't rule any of them out. Now, according to some scientific theories, the fact that we can't rule any of them out because there's no observation possible means that the inside of the box and the mask that's in there right now might be existing in a superposition, in a state of unreality, a state of constant flux, a state of chaos, a sort of amorphous, nebulous state in which, because there is no conscious, aware observation going on, that it is unable to settle on any particular definite reality, which means it could be all those things at once. That's right. It could be a Frankenstein, a Dracula, a mummy, a skull, a pirate, a witch, a ghost, a clown, a devil, a random purple thing with 3 noses and its eyes on its tongue. It could be all those things at the same time, all extant at once inside the box, because we can't rule any of those possibilities out because we can't make an observation. And only that which is observable and viewable and recordable is really scientifically valid. So it could be all those things at once. It could be that all those possibilities exist not within this same box, but in a sort of alternate world, if you will, an alternate reality, an alternate state of 3-dimensional reality that perhaps just the act of sealing the box created. It created all those possibilities, and now that all those different possibilities exist, the clown, the witch, the skull, the ghost, the Frankenstein, the Dracula, the pumpkin, the random purple thing with the 3 noses and the eyes on the tongue, now that all those things exist, is it possible then that each one of them exists in a separate state of reality, a separate world, if you will? And then that means, if that is the case, that means we don't know exactly what we're doing when we open the box and make that conscious and aware observation. Once we make the observation at the nanosecond, the exact point of our first moment of observation of the state of the mask inside the box, well, we have ruled out all those other possibilities. Let's say, for example, we see it's a wolfman mask. Now, once we open the box and see the wolfman mask, we have, in that instant, ruled out all those other possibilities. None of those possibilities exist within our perceivable awareness anymore, within our universe anymore. Once we know it's a wolfman mask, we know it can't be a Frankenstein or a Dracula or a pirate or a skull or a witch or a ghost or an old lady or the random purple thing with the 3 noses and eyes on its tongue. We know none of those possibilities exist anymore. So, once we've established that, have we merely grounded ourselves in the reality in which the box contained a wolfman mask? We have done that, at least, because we know none of those possibilities other than the wolfman mask are possibilities anymore. They've all been ruled out, and we have grounded ourselves in the world in which the box contained a wolfman mask. None of the others matter anymore. Now, when we establish that, have we simply taken a divergent path? Have we just divaricated, taken a divergent path away from all the other universes, the universe in which the box contained a Frankenstein, the universe in which it contained a skull, etc., etc. No, I'm not going to say the purple one again this time. But all those possibilities, since they no longer exist for us, have we simply veered away from those possibilities and they still exist in all the alternate universes? Or have we, by the very action of opening the box and making a conscious observation of what's inside, have we forced nature to make a decision, settle on one reality, and eliminate all the other possibilities? And if all the other possibilities have been eliminated, does that mean all the alternate universes have also been eliminated? Does that mean that the universe, which contained this same world, more or less like ours, inhabited by 7 billion people just like ours, perhaps those other worlds may have all been, well, forced out of existence by nature itself, once we determined that the only valid and recordable and knowable reality was the one in which the box contained a Wolfman mask. Have all those other realities with those billions of people in their worlds, have they all ceased to exist because we forced nature to collapse into one reality and remove all the other options forever? Well, if that were true, that would involve destruction and cataclysm on a scale that's practically inconceivable. And I sure don't need that on my conscience, so I'm not going to open the box at all. The heck with that. I'm going to just go with this mask from Zagoni Studios, formerly Be Something Studios, and it's called Incisor. You know, the box is giving me the creeps now. Let's just get rid of it. This is called Incisor. It came out way back in the golden year of 2011, and this is so magnificently done. Only the people at Zagoni could do these teeth. I don't know if you can appreciate the depth there, but the three-dimensional quality of these teeth is really, really quite impressive. I don't know how they get these things out of molds sometimes, the Zagoni folks. Now, Zagoni, formerly Be Something, offers this mask it's just a latex front. It doesn't have a latex in the back. They offer it with a wig attached, and the wig is attached very firmly and solidly, and it's a pretty decent quality wig. When you wear this thing, it looks pretty good. The hair looks pretty realistic. Excellent for running out of, you know, the cornfield or whatever on Halloween, or just out on the porch, jumping out of the hedges to scare the trick-or-treaters or chase your mother-in-law away, or whatever you need to do that involves a big, scary, ugly face with lots of fangs. Sort of a vampire character, I think. Again, 2011, Zagoni, beautiful, beautiful mask. Retails for a neighborhood of 50 bucks, I think. 45 to 50 bucks. Incisor. Spelled just like the tooth. That's I-N-C-I-S-O-R. Is that right? Yeah, I-N-C-I-S-O-R. Incisor. That's his name, and he's from Zagoni, and I recommend him, and that's your Creepy Cheapies pick for this week. Join me again next time, and I'll see you here again in some possible universe.